As I've mentioned before on this channel, video game development is no easy feat. Between creative visions, technical limitations, and shifting platforms, even the best ideas can get stuck in what fans call development hell. Some games eventually emerge stronger for it, others not so much. And with the delay of GTA 6 pushing one of the most anticipated games of the decade into 2026, it's a reminder that even the biggest titles can take years to see the light of day. YouTube what's good, XhiaGaming here, bringing you a brand new episode of Top 5. And in this episode, we're going to take a look at some of the games with the longest development cycles of all time. Starting off at number 5 with Diablo 3. Diablo 3 may have turned into a massive hit, but its road to release was anything but smooth. Development originally started all the way back in 2001 under Blizzard North. Yep, just a year after Diablo 2's release. But progress was so slow and troubled that Blizzard shut the entire studio down. It wasn't until 2008 that Diablo 3 was officially announced, and it finally released in 2012. That's over a decade of development, plagued by indecision, internal pressure, and technical hurdles. In the book Blood, Sweat and Pixels, director Josh Masquera explained how the success of Diablo 2 cast a long shadow over the team, leading to a kind of creative paralysis. And even after launch, things didn't get easier. Diablo 3's always online requirement led to widespread network failures, famously dubbed Error 37. The in-game auction house also wrecked the game's balance. But credit where it's due, Blizzard turned it around with the Reaper of Souls expansion in 2014. The game is now widely loved and has been ported to almost every major console. Coming in at number 4, Final Fantasy XV. Originally announced in 2006 as Final Fantasy Versus 13, this game didn't hit shelves until a full decade later, in 2016. Final Fantasy XV went through multiple engine swaps, platform changes, and even a full rebranding. It started as a dark spin-off under Kingdom Hearts director Tetsuya Nomura, but as the years dragged on and progress stalled, Square Enix rebooted the project entirely. Eventually the game was handed off to Hajime Tabata, who steered it towards release for the PS4 and Xbox One. The final result? A stunning open-world game with incredible visuals and heartfelt moments, but also a messy narrative and gameplay systems that felt like they came from multiple different games. Despite all that, Final Fantasy XV found its audience and became a solid, if divisive, entry in the legendary series. Coming in at number 3, Mother 3. Mother 3 is one of the most beloved cult classic games that many gamers outside of Japan never got to play, but getting it made was a roller coaster. It was originally supposed to launch on the Super Famicom, then moved to the N64, the ill-fated 64DD peripheral, and even the GameCube, before it was scrapped entirely. Eventually, the team decided to scale back and go 2D, rebuilding the game for the Game Boy Advance. After nearly 12 years in limbo, Mother 3 finally released in 2006, but only in Japan. Despite fan demand, Nintendo never officially localized it, partly due to concerns over its darker themes clashing with its cartoony art style. To this day, Mother 3 remains a symbol of both fan dedication and missed opportunity. Thankfully, fans translated the game themselves, and it's become a cult favourite for those who have hunted it down. Coming in at number 2, Duke Nukem Forever. It's the gold standard of development hell. Duke Nukem Forever was first announced in 1997 and didn't release until 2011. That's 15 years of delays, drama, and dashed expectations. The game went through multiple engines, development teams, and even lawsuits. At one point, the original developer, 3D Realms, was gutted, and the project looked dead. Then Gearbox Software swooped in to finish it off and finally get it out the door. But maybe they shouldn't have. When Duke Nukem Forever finally launched, it was a mess. Outdated graphics, clunky gameplay, and juvenile humor that hadn't aged well. It earned awful scores across the board. And for many, it was a bit of a reminder that sometimes it's better to cancel a game than force it out. And coming in at the number 1 spot, Metroid Dread. After nearly 2 decades, Metroid Dread pulled off the impossible. It rose from development hell and became a Game of the Year contender. Originally conceived in 2005 for the Nintendo DS, Metroid Dread was supposed to be a direct sequel to Metroid Fusion, but hardware limitations and creative dissatisfaction kept derailing the project. The game was cancelled, revived, cancelled again, and even rumoured to exist in some kind of shadow dev state for years. Then, out of nowhere, it was re-revealed at E3 in 2021, rebuilt from the ground up by Mercury Steam for the Nintendo Switch. And it delivered. Metroid Dread brought back the series' signature tension and platforming, and introduced the terrifying EMMI robots that stalk Samus throughout the game. It was worth every second of the 16-year wait. So there you have it. 5 games that took way too long to make it out alive. Some stuck the landing, and others face planted, but each one has a story worth telling. And with that being said, do you agree with this list? Let us know what your favourite game was and how long it was stuck in development in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help the channel grow. And until next time, I'll see you later. Tap the bell icon after subscribing and you'll never miss a video again. And consider checking out my Facebook page as well for daily gaming updates and news. Thanks guys. By all accounts, video game movies have had a bit of a glow up over the past few years. What was once a genre plagued with cringeworthy dialogue, questionable CGI, and barely recognisable plotlines has slowly but surely transformed into something worth watching. From animated adventures to live-action blockbusters, game adaptations are finally getting the respect and budgets that they deserve.